Welcome. I wanted to make sure that when you guys got your charcuterie board that it was going to look as nice as the one that you saw in the photo, so that you didn't get everything and then just kind of be like, what do I do with this? So this video is going to show you exactly how to lay out your charcuterie board. Now this is according to the board that I have, so it'll be different a little bit to what you're doing, but you can get the same idea. So when you should get your kit. It'll look like this. It has all the items in it. And then this is my board. My board is 12 by 18. So if you have a 12 by 18 board, then great. If you bought the board, then perfect. If not, then just grab a platter or a plate or whatever you were going to use for your board. So we'll get started on this. Okay, first, so we have, this is our kit. This is how it's going to come. So you can use some of these items if you want to put them on your board, or I have like little ramekins and things like that, and that I'm going to use for the board. So you first want to kind of set out, I'm actually going to use this little yellow bowl. You're first going to set out kind of where you want things are. So we're going to put our almonds over here, and then it actually came with a cute little tin for your artichoke dip. So we're going to set that over here. You want to kind of offset some things to make it so it's just kind of just spaced out a little bit. So with the artichoke dip, this is metal, so don't put it in the microwave, but if you wanted it warm, you could put it into the oven for about 5 minutes if you want it to be gooey, or you can leave it cold. It can be eaten both ways. I like it a little bit warmed up, but that's my preference. Okay, so we have our bowl here, and so we have our almonds, and so we are gonna just fill it up in there, or if you wanted to use this ramekin, you could, the little portion cup. Okay, so we have those two things. So then what we're gonna start with is we're just gonna start laying certain things out. So you're gonna take our little naan breads and you're gonna lay it up here to the edge. You want it to kind of be, let's do 5 over here, okay? Actually, I'll do 6. Okay, and then we're gonna bring some over here on this side with the naan bread. Okay, so there's 4. Okay, and then we're gonna grab our cheeses. So this is just a cheese wedge, and then we have our individual sliced cheeses. Okay. So for the cheddar, we're gonna put it up here in the corner, and if you kind of do it like at a diagonal, just to kind of change it up a little bit, make it a little bit more fancy. We're just gonna lay those on there, just like that. Oops. Okay. And then with our Havarti, we're actually going to mix it with one of our meats. So we'll grab our pepper salami, and we're just gonna kind of throw that a little bit under here with our cheddar cheese. Okay, we're gonna grab our other salami, just regular salami, and we're just gonna kind of fan it under here a little bit with the breads. Okay, super simple. And then with this one, we're gonna make these ones just a little bit fancy. So you're gonna take these pieces and you're just gonna fold them like this, and then we're gonna take a piece of cheese. Okay. Just like this, and then we're gonna start laying it out over here. So just fold and cheese it. I'm gonna pull these apart just because they're a little sticky to make it go a little bit faster. All right, here we go. Okay, so just take yours, fold it, put it on, just like that. And you're just gonna kind of go at a circle, like you're trying to go kind of a little bit around the artichoke dip. And if you don't want to put everything on at once, that's fine. You can hold things back if you feel like, oh, that's too much, or you want to like refill or something, you can do that too. I like it to just be as full as possible because then you don't really have to refill. So all right. Okay, so we have our cheese and meat right here. Okay, so with this guy, what we're gonna do is we're gonna just slice him. Just go down and slice it so that people can easily grab a piece of cheese. And you don't have to go all the way to the top because that's like, you know, you can spread it a little bit too. And if you leave the top a little bit, it just makes it look a little bit more fancy. Okay, so you got your cheese down here. And then we're gonna take our pecans and we're just gonna lay some pecans over here. These are our candied pecans, just so you know. So, okay, so you've got your pecans over here, okay? And then we have some crackers. So these crackers are gluten-free. Some people will like them, some people will not. But we're just gonna kind of stick them over here around where all the cheese and they're gonna slide around, and that's fine. But you're just going to kind of stack them as best you can, okay? All right, and then, okay, so now we have, this is delicata squash that we have roasted and cooked for you. And this is just a kind of a fun, just to add color and also just, you know, a little bit of something different. Texture and, just, you know, a vegetable. So it just adds a little bit extra to the platter. And then, okay, so now we've got some grapes. We're gonna push some grapes over here. We're gonna put a small bunch of grapes over here. And if the stems aren't super pretty, you can always just kind of just maneuver it to tuck them in as best you can. If like the stems are sticking out, you can also cut them, and if you don't want them on the stem, you can pull them off too. Okay, so then we have, this is our burrata right here in the middle. And we're going to, I'm gonna take my knife and just kind of cut it a little bit to kind of pull it open so that people can easily get to the delicious gooiness inside there. Okay, and then we have a little bit of balsamic vinegar, glaze. So we're just gonna put that in the center right there. And then that way they just get a little extra. If you wanted to go on the sides a little bit, you could. If you wanted to glaze your squash, like I just kind of there, you can, if you want to add it more to the board. Okay, and then lastly, what we have is these yummy seasoned, they're puff pastry twists. So they're just fun, and they just, they're crunchy and they're just fun to have. So we're gonna add those on here like that, okay? So we're just gonna tuck everything together. And then I will say I added some strawberries. Strawberries are hard and to fit in the pan, and you could put a little strawberries right here if you wanted to. I couldn't fit them in the pan, and they're just kind of harder right now to find great ones. So I didn't want to risk that. But you can add a little strawberry here or blueberries, but for the most part, this will be your board, and it should turn out just like this. You can scoop things in. Like I said, if you have the same size board, it'll work great. If you have a smaller plate or something, that's fine. Just kind of get the gist of it, and you just want everything to kind of be touching. You know, like you want it to look full, and this will be a great addition to your Thanksgiving. So I hope you guys have fun making these.